And good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting Saturday Night Winestream and another exciting episode of Drink with Rick. I'm Rick, and tonight, we are going to do something that we've done a few times before. We're going to try it again tonight. This is going to be with the Wine Advent Calendar. We're going to play the Wine Advent Calendar drinking game. And I will be the one drinking, of course. Of course, you can join me in the chats and drink if you want. I mean, this is Drink with Rick, but there's no obligation to do that. But your participation in the show is vital because this is a drinking game. And even though you're not drinking, I'll be drinking, and you're going to guess. This is a guessing game for you to find out if I like it or not, and what I'm drinking, and what I'm going to choose to drink. Well, actually, I won't be choosing. We'll be choosing it from the official Drink with Rick cork picker that I have with me here tonight. I'll give it all the details of the game in just a few minutes. But before I do that, I want to welcome everyone to the show. If you're joining me for the first time or for the 233rd time, because this is the 233rd episode of Drink with Rick on the Saturday Night Winestream, this is a stream of consciousness kind of show. I do have show notes, of course, as I always do. They're pretty simple tonight, rather simplified, because this game is kind of a simple game. There's really not that much to it. But see, the show, and tonight the game, is not about me. I'm here to entertain you, and, just to throw in a few dad jokes here and there, and do whatever we do on the show every week. The show's not about me. The show is somewhat about the wine, or in this case, the wines that we're going to try. But the show is really about you and me getting together on a Saturday night, kicking back with our favorite libations, whatever they are, and just having a good time in the chats. You can join me in the chats. Now, of course, we don't talk about politics or religion in the show. We talk about things that bring people together, as wine does. And that's what we're doing tonight. If you want to join in the chats, we are live in the chats. Let me show you where we're live here. We are live on our Facebook page. The Facebook page is Drink with Rick, facebook.com/Drink with Rick. The YouTube channel is youtube.com/@Drink with Rick. Twitch is twitch.tv/Drink with Rick, and the number 1, Drink with Rick 1, all one word. Odyssey, we're on Odyssey live with the chat, odyssey.com/@Drink with Rick, and the number 7. And we are on Kick, kick.com/Drink with Rick. Now, we're not live on X, formerly Twitter, but we do have a Twitter feed there, and you can join in there as well and tweet me or X me. I don't know how you say that anymore, to be honest. I guess it's still tweet. And twitter.com is @drinkwithrick, or x.com, formerly Twitter. Drink with Rick. And of course, if you can't watch live now or watch later, you can always join in and listen to the podcast. The podcast version of the show goes out on Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, Monday nights, 10 p.m. And you can subscribe to the podcast at drinkwithrick.com. Go to the subscribe to podcast page, and you can subscribe on any of these venues: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Blueberry.com, Deezer Radio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, podcastindex.org, TuneIn, or via RSS, because this is a podcast and you can get it through RSS. The RSS feed is open, it's wide open, and anybody can get it anytime, anywhere. You're not locked into any platform to listen. anytime you want, or download anytime you want. And of course, by email, if you want to listen to the show by email and get the email notifications whenever a new episode comes out, you can click on this button that says by email. It'll take you to this page, and you just put in your little your email address in that little box, put it in the little box right there, click the subscribe button, and you will get the latest episode of Drink with Rick, the podcast, as soon as it drops, and no salesman will call. It's just for the podcast. And of course, you can like and subscribe and follow and all that in all these venues. It's really, really much appreciated. There's no obligation to do it, but if you like the show, please like and subscribe and follow and ring the bell and all that kind of stuff that really does support the show. And of course, you can buy me a coffee if you want, or 2 or 3 or 5, because that also helps to support the show. This is a very expensive show to put on, and the coffees really go towards the prizes, and I want to give away some prizes tonight, so hopefully we can do that tonight. Okay, this is what we've got. And this is on camera 3. This is the Wine Advent Calendar. Now, if you're not familiar with what these are, a Wine Advent Calendar is basically a box with a lot of little samples of wine in them, and there's one for every day of the month of December. For the Advent Calendar. So you got the month of December there, and the idea is to open one of these up every day during the month of December, all the way up to, I believe, the 30th and 31st, I think. And then you have the whatever wine is behind that, and it could be a red, white, or a rosé. And what I did the first year I got one, I received one from my sister and my brother-in-law, and they sent me this calendar, and I thought, well, I want to share this with everybody. What can I do with this? And then I came up with this Wine Advent Calendar drinking game, and it's grown and it's been popular in the past. So we're going to do it tonight. I don't know how much participation we'll get, but whatever participation there is, we're going to go with it. Because I know it's the holidays and everybody's out and about and doing their thing. So, we'll see. And let's check the chats. Facebook is good. We're quiet on Facebook. And YouTube, we're good on YouTube. We're live pretty much everywhere we can be live. Odyssey, we are live on Odyssey. And, of course, on Kick, we are live on Kick. And, of course, on Twitch. And Twitch, CM Cinder's in the chat on Twitch, and she's waving to me, and CM Cinder's great to see you, and also Tom Antio is live there, and that's great. So we've got CM Cinder and Tom Antio who are going to play the game, and anybody else who wants to join in. Now, let me show you real quick. Of course, we've got the official cork picker here. We're going to get right into the game because this is only going to be about an hour-long show, and we're going to do 3 rounds. Well, we might have a 4th round, so I can show you how it works. Well, let's just do 3 rounds. Why not? We'll keep it to an hour tonight. Anyway, so let me show you the rules. The rules of the game are pretty simple, actually. Here are the rules. The official rules, and here's what you'll do, is you'll pick a number from 1 to 24, and then you'll post it in the chat. And if your number matches the number that I draw from the official Drink with Rick cork picker, then you get 1 point. So what you do is everybody picks a number, throw it in the chat, and then I'm going to draw from the official Drink with Rick cork picker here, and if I draw that number, you get a point. Sounds like that's how that works. Now let's go back to the chat here. Excuse me, the rules. I'm sorry. So that's where you get a point. Now there are 3 options. There are 3 ways to get points. That's the first way. The second way to get a point is to guess whether it's going to be a red, a rosé, or a white wine. So basically how this works is that when I pull the number, whichever number that is, that's the number that we're going to open up here. Like say, for instance, if I pulled number, let's see if I can reach down there. Some of these are kind of hard to get to. Number 5, for instance. If we pull number 5 from the cork picker, then I open up number 5. And before I open up number 5, you're going to guess if it's going to be a red, a rosé, or a white wine. Could be any of those 3. And I will pull the wine out. I'll open it up, pull the wine out. Each correct guess of the color gets 1 point. Okay? Now that's a second way to get points. The third way to get points is I'm going to open the wine and I'm going to taste it. And when before I taste it, you're going to guess whether it's going to be a good, kind of a mediocre or meh or a bad tasting. If I'm going to like it or if I'm not, or if it's just going to be okay. We're going to do that. And I'll taste the wine, and each correct guess will get a point. And we'll do 3 rounds of that, and then the player with the most points at the end of those 3 rounds wins the game, and we'll toast the winners. How does that sound? It's a lot of fun, so I hope you'll join me for that. And I will remind everyone of the rules as we get down to the game, as more folks may be wandering in. And my good friend Ed is in the chat. Ed, it's great to see you. I want to say it's been a few weeks. I want to give Ed a round of applause. Ed, it's great to see you. I hope you had a great holiday. You're still having great holidays. It's great to see you here. And Ed says Ed is on board, and I am so glad you are. Ed's already started. he's already started playing. So Ed's in the game. Tom Antio's in the game. Seam Cinder's in the game, and anyone else who wants to join in the game. Ed knows the rules. He's played the game before, and it's fun. It's fun. So we're going to do it with in fact, once we start the game, anyone can join in because you do have chances of getting into the game, but as it goes on. But once we get into the middle of the game, it's probably a little bit more it might not be difficult to get more points, because if nobody gets points at the beginning of the game, you still have a shot at catching up and maybe surpassing everyone. So that's part of the fun of the game. So whenever anybody who just wants to jump in, they can do that. I know we've got some folks passively watching. The thing is, it's always kind of tough during the holidays here, because a lot of people are out traveling, out and about, and on a Saturday night and on the holiday weekend. So a lot of folks I know are out in different places, and they're not at home, and they're different states, sometimes out of the country. So we're gonna go with whoever jumps in, whoever we have here. This is what we're gonna go with. Let's go ahead and start the game, because like I said, we'll have a little less than an hour here to play, because we're trying to keep this short, and I'll explain as we go along why it's only an hour tonight. Now, also one other thing is, if you hear some noise behind me, or not behind me, but behind in the other side of the studio, it's because I have a 3D printer going. I got a 3D printer for the holidays. How about that? And it's something I've wanted for a long, long time. And it's going on. I'm doing some test prints right now, and so far so good. A little touch and go there for a while, but once I had it figured out and everything, so it seems to be going okay. And knock on wood. Not that I'm superstitious, but Anyway, so if everybody's ready, let's go ahead with the first round, and I'm going to take the cork picker here. Now remember, once again, pick a number from 1 to 24 and post it in the chat. I think Ed's already done that. Ed's already done that. Everyone else, pick a number. Seam Cinder, Tom Antio, pick a number, and I'll give you a moment or two. Okay, Tom Antio says 3, and Seam Cinder says 5. So Ed says 17. So we're going to shake it. We're going to go to good shake. That makes a lot of noise, doesn't it? There we go. Now I'm not going to look. I'm just going to open this up, and I'm going to pick a number and see what it is. And the number is 2018. No, that's the year of on the cork. It says 2018. There we go. No, the number is 22. The number is 22. So 22 is the number on this one. So nobody got that one. Ed was the closest though. Ed, you were the closest on that one. 17. We're going to take this one out and keep it out here. We're going to open up number 22. So no points on that part. Let's see if I can reach 22. Let me go to camera 3. And number 22. Where's number 22 on here? It's somewhere Anybody see 22 there? It might be out of camera because there's some up above here that are out of the camera. Here it is. It's right here actually. It's just barely out of camera, but I could move this down, but there we go. There's 22. Okay. All right. So you can't see. It's pretty dark in there. You can't see yet. So the thing is to guess whether it's going to be a red or white or a rosé. Red, white, or rosé. And Ed's got his, he says red. So Ed says red. What does everybody else say here? Red. And by the way, we have some prizes to give out. There are any winners here for the prizes. Okay, Tom Antio is guessing white. CM Cinder says white. Okay, you can't really see because it's too dark in there. And that cap can be very, very misleading. So let's see, because it's reflecting off the studio. You never know, the foil could be reflecting here. Let's pull it out. Whoa, it looks like a red. Magic Box. It's a Magic Box Cabernet Sauvignon. This is a red. So Ed gets a point on this one. Anybody keeping score? Somebody keep score on this. So let me see. Ed, Tom Antio, CM Cinder. Okay, so Ed gets a point right there. 1 point for Ed. Don't worry, there are more chances to win, but you can't win if you don't play. Some people say, well, you can't lose if you don't play, but save that for the lotto. Okay, so we've got this open, and this is a Magic Box Cabernet 2022. Now, I think we've had this before. Let me look this up for just briefly. Let's find out something about the wine. Let me look it up here. Magic Box. Because I'm okay. So red Magic Box Red Blend, and it's a 2022. So I tell you, I'm looking on Vivino right now, and it gives it 3.8 stars, and average price of $8.15. So that's it's a wine from Spain, Magic Box. It's the grapes are a Shiraz Syrah blend and a Grenache. So it's a Cabernet. It says Cabernet. So make sure I've got. It says red blend on here. Let's try Magic Box. Yeah, I got the wrong one here. Let's try Magic Box Cabernet. Okay. There we go. Now I found it. Okay, let's try that. That's better. 3.6 stars out of 352 ratings, according to Vivino. $11.22 average of all users' reported prices. And, okay, this is a Cabernet Sauvignon. Yeah, I grabbed I pulled up the wrong wine there. It said red blend. Good. Well, a Cabernet can be a red blend. Up to 75 to 80%. Cabernet, it could be a blend of a few wines. But supposedly this is just a cab, and this is from France. And this is a 2022. So let's go ahead and pour a little bit of that in here. All right, let's pour a little bit. I'm not going to overdo it here. Let's cap that, and let's give it a little bit of a swirl. And let's see. So let's see. Let me give it a swirl here. I got to go easy on the swirling here because it's a small glass. There we go. There, can you see it? There we go. All right. Now, here's the third part of this game. You've got to guess whether it's going to be a good, a bad, or kind of a mediocre tasting. So I'm going to taste some wine. So you guess. Everybody guess whether or not it's going to be good, meh, or bad. And let's see. Ed already put his in there. He says I'm going to like it. Ed knows I like reds, but will I ever like this one? I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Seam Cinder says, guessing good. Good. Okay. You say it's going to be good. I'm going to like it. Tom Antio says meh. So he says just kind of a meh. Okay, let me check around everywhere else and see anyone else. We've got folks watching on all around, because we're live everywhere we can be live. So we have folks watching. Jump in. For those of you watching, jump in. Don't be afraid to jump in and play the game. It's okay. All right. Especially on Twitch. We got folks watching on Twitch. All right, let me give it a whiff. Okay, we've got definitely some cherry, and there's some oak in there. Cherry and oak. And I would say that there's a little blackberry in there too. Yeah, it's cherry, and mostly cherry and oak is what I'm smelling. Let me give it a taste. Okay. Cherry. It is oaky. It is oaky. And little hint of blackberry. And maybe a little bit of strawberry too. Maybe just a little bit of strawberry. Yeah, a little bit of strawberry. But it's kind of oaky. And there's some medium tannin in this wine. There's medium tannin in the wine, but it's a little bit acidic, but it's not overly acidic. It's okay. This is very dry, and as you know, I like dry reds, and I like cabs, but and it's kind of medium. It's a little on the bold side, not too bold. And it's fairly full-bodied. It's fairly full-bodied. But, yeah, I'm actually kind of liking this. Actually, it's a little... it's not so much jammy, but it's a little bit... It's very fruity. Very, very fruity. So, so far, let's see. Yeah, it looks like... Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking this. It's 3.8 stars. I could agree with, or 3.6 stars, I should say. I could agree with that. It's not bad. It's pretty decent so far. I like it, and yeah, I like it. I think it's good. So I think Ed, you had a like there, and CM Center, I think you had a like too, didn't you? Tom, you said Tom Anthony said meh. No, I actually kind of like this wine. This is actually pretty good. So let's see. Let me go back to the chat just a minute. Double check. Yeah. CM Cinder said good. So she gets a point. So Ed's leading right now with 2 points. CM Cinder has 1. Tom Antio, maybe you'll have better luck when you pick the cork. Huh? Actually, I like this wine. Pretty good wine. I could... I think we had this last year. I think this was one of those wines last year too. It's a little juicy. It's a little juicy, but it's not too bold, and that's good. I like this wine. Pretty good. So let me set this aside. I've got a couple of more glasses here. Enough for 3 rounds, and maybe a bonus round. I don't know. But let's go ahead to round 2. So we've got Ed leading with 2 points. CM Center with 1. Tom Antio, you're maybe you'll make up. Maybe you'll pass everybody here in the round 2. So we'll see. All right, so I'm going to get ready and shake this up again. Remember the rules. Pick a number from 1 to 24. This time, except for 22, because we already pulled 22. So 1 through 21, and then 23 to 24. Okay. And post in the chat. So everybody has your number picked. Post it in the chat, and then we'll get back to this wine calendar. We'll pull the wine. Remember, 1 through 24, except for number 22. So Tom Antio says 2. CM Center says 13. And Ed, what do you have here? You got take a guess on what it could be. Remember, 1 through 21 or 23 or 24, because we already pulled 22. Okay, so Ed says 7. Okay, we're going to go ahead and shake it up now. Wow, that's loud, isn't it? That's going to get everybody on the podcast later. Okay, so I've shook it up. I'm going to look the other way, and I'm going to pull one, and it is 24. It is number 24. So I don't think we got any points on the board from anyone on that one. Let's see. CM Center says 23. Tom Antio says 2, and Ed says 7. Lucky number 7. Yeah, stick with the numbers that you like, and eventually I'll probably pull them, I guess. All right, so we've got 24. So here is 24. Oh, look at it. It's right there on the screen. 24. Okay, but before I open it up, we're going to guess if it's going to be a red, a rosé, or a white wine. Red, rosé, or a white. So Ed says red, and what do you say, Tom Antio? Red. Tom says red. Seam Cinder says rosé. All right. Red. And so we got 2 for red and 1 for rosé. Let me see if we. I'm going to check the other chats here for just a moment and to make sure everything is good there. All right, so 2 for red and 1 for rosé. So I'm going to go back to 24. So we're pulling 24, right? So let me see if I can reach that over here. All right, here's 24. I'm going to have to stand up for that, I think, if I can. There we go. All right, 24. And we're going to see, that's 24. So let's see if it's a red, rosé, or a white. If I can get it out of there. There we go. Well, let's see. Whoa. Chateau Pauline. Chateau Pauline is what I guess it's pronounced. Pauline? Pauline? I don't know. It's a 2021 Bordeaux. This is a 2021 Bordeaux, which means it looks like it's a red. Red. For those who won the red, it looks like a red. I think that was Ed and Tom Antio, right? Is that correct? Okay, Ed has red. Tom Antio has 1. Seam Cinder had let me pull this up here for just a moment. They say rosé. Yeah, rosé. You're close. You're close. It's a rosé is in between a red and a white. Now the thing about rosé, a rosé is a red grape, or it could be a white grape with the skins. A red without the skins so much. They don't spend a lot of time with the skins on. So you could have a rosé that's sort of in between the red and the white. Sometimes there are blends. There can be a red and a white blend that becomes a rosé of sorts. I mean, they blend wines, all kinds of wines together these days, and you can make rosés. A lot of, sometimes blending reds and whites, and come up with a rosé. Anything goes in this wine business these days. Apparently, anything goes. So there we are. All right, so we had 2 for reds, and so Ed right now is leading with 3 points. Tom Antio has 1. CM Cinder has 1. Now we come to the third portion of this, which is where I taste the wine. So you're going to guess if it's going to be a good tasting, a bad tasting, or just kind of a meh tasting. So let's put your guesses into the chats right now, and then I'm going to open up the wine, taste it. Let me get to this other camera. There we go. And I've got a fresh glass just for that. This one, that one has a Biltmore on it. The other glass was the Lover's Paradise. I don't know if you saw that, but let me pull it up on this one. I don't want to spill it on everything. Lover's Paradise. And what that is, I don't know if you can see that. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. Yes, there is a town. There actually is a town in Pennsylvania called Intercourse. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. I've been to Intercourse, Pennsylvania, numerous times. And we've yeah, it's a family-friendly show. We got to keep it that way. But we have family living in the area there, so it's yes, been there, and a very interesting town. Very interesting. Amish country, around Amish country. So there you go. This one though, this glass, I don't know if you can tell from here, this glass, you see that right there? It doesn't have the name on it, but it does have a recognizable mansion. A recognizable mansion on it, and that mansion happens to be the Biltmore. This is the Biltmore in Asheville, North Carolina, which of course they have their own winery there, and with wines. I've visited the winery, been there. All right, let's go ahead and open this wine up. Another screw cap there with a Chateau Paline. So Paline, I guess. We're going to pour just a little bit in here. There we go. And before I go ahead and give it a good swirl, let me see if I can find some information on this one, because this is one I'm not really all that familiar with. So we'll find out more about this wine. So the Paline, the Chateau Paline. Let me look that up. Chateau Paline. And this is did I say it was Bordeaux? Yes, it is a Bordeaux. So it comes right up. All right. Chateau Paline Bordeaux. I'm looking at this from Vivino. A 3.6 star rating, $9.89 medium price. And what we have, this is a winery's Montbrac, I don't know how to pronounce it, Guérin. Grapes, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, and a Merlot. This is a blend, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, and a Merlot. It's from France. It's a Bordeaux. It's a Bordeaux red, 12.5% ABV. And so this looks like it might be a pretty decent wine to try. But we are going to find out. Now, we said red. Ed said red, and Tom Antio said red. The question is, am I going to like this wine? Go back to item number 5 there. You guess whether it's going to be a good, a meh, or a bad tasting. And I'm going to taste the wine, and we're going to find out. Let me give it a good swirl here, right out of the way of the lower third there. And for those listening on the podcast later, I am giving it a good swirl in the glass, trying not to slosh any out of the glass because it is a smaller glass, just a smaller tasting glass. And I've done that, and let's give it a little bit of a whiff. Ed says like. Ed says I'm going to like the wine. And let's see. Tom Andia says it's going to be nasty. And CM Cinder says good tasting. Okay, so CM Cinder says I'm going to like it. And Ed says I'm going to like it, and Tom Antio says it's going to be downright nasty. Right. Let's give it a taste, shall we? Let me double check the chats here. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody in the chats in case anyone's coming in late to join in the game. All right. We're good there, I think, on the chats. Okay. So, let me give it a whiff. And, there's some dark fruit, but there's also a little bit of, there's some plum. It smells like plum a little bit. Let's see. Okay, this, yeah, it's kind of earthy, and it is very earthy. A little bit of plum, but it's also it tastes a little bit like leather on the side. Let me try that again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely a fair amount of leathery taste in this wine. Now, sometimes I like leather. Sometimes it kind of depends on the wine. This is a fairly bold wine, not too bold, but fairly bold, and it has a fairly dark complexion. So it's it is a yeah, it does it tastes a little tannic. It's got tannins in it, and they're not like really heavy tannins, but they're there. But this one's a little bit more leathery tasting than I usually like. It's okay. I'm not really sure yet. It's definitely not nasty. Okay, Tommy Antio, it's definitely not nasty. I'm not sure. Let me see if let me try this again. Try a little bit more. Do I like it? I'm not really sure. I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. It's, yeah, a lot of leather in this wine. And the plum's starting to subside a little bit. And some, dark fruits in here. Blackberry. Not really black cherry, but more blackberry. But it's very leathery. And it tastes like they're, I'm not sure what to pick out of there, but it's, yeah, what does Vivino say about this? They're saying that it tastes like, some people are saying that they're tasting grapefruit and citrus in it. I'm not getting any of that. But I will say this wine is a little bit astringent. It kind of somewhat bitter. I think that's what I'm trying to pick out here. The wine seems a little bit on the bitter side. Yeah, it seems a little bitter. I'm going to say, I don't say I dislike the wine, but I can't say I really like it either. I'm gonna go with meh on this. I'm going with sort of half and half there. I'm not really sure. I would have to think on that, but I think it's just kind of meh. So who had I think let's see, Ed had like, and CM Cinder said like. CM Cinder says, you know what leather tastes like. Do you know what leather tastes like? Yeah, you know the smell of leather? You know what leather smells like? If your smell and taste are very close, I mean, if you can smell something, you kind of know what it tastes like after you've smelled it. You can kind of guess what it tastes like. I haven't gone around and chewed on leather so much, at least not that I can recall, not since I was a toddler. I don't think I was doing it then either. I don't know. But if what leather smells like, that's kind of what it would taste like. So there you go. Tom Annika says nasty. No, I wouldn't. No, it's not nasty, but I can't say. I don't know if I really care for it or not, but I can't say I really dislike it either. So I'm going to go with meh on this one, kind of middle of the road, meh. So it looks like no points on that one, but we've got another. We have another one to taste. So I'm going to get out a fresh cup. A fresh. I have a cup here too, as a matter of fact. If I run out of glasses, I've got a couple of mugs. So we're going to try a fresh one, another Biltmore glass. By the way, this is just regular glass. It's not crystal or anything. So we've got this, and we're going to go with round 3. Let me see if anyone else wants to join in and give it a try. In round 3, last chance here. If anyone else wants to jump in and get involved, we have folks watching. Please get in the chats and play the game with us. That's great. We have a lot of people. We have a fair number of people watching on several of these venues. You just have to jump in and say hi. But it's, I mean, it's you don't have to play the game. It's all right. But it's more fun if you do. And we give away some prizes. Okay, so so far Ed is leading with 3. Tom Antio has 1. CM Cinder has 1. So let's try for round 3, the third round, the final round. And here are the here we go. Here are the rules again. So we pick a number from 1 to, what did we pick? 24 last time? So it was 20. We picked 22 and 24. So we have to pick a number between 1 and 21, or you can pick number 23 if you want. And I'm not telling you that you should, even subliminally. I haven't had that much wine yet. I don't know what the ABV is on that. 12.5? Something like that. So so pick a number from 1 to 21, or number 23 if you want, and post it in the chat. And then, of course, we're going to draw the number, and if yours is the winner, then you're going to get a point. Ed says bottle number 20. Bottle number 20. Okay, so that's going to be number 20 for Ed. And Tom Antio, what do you say? 23 for Tom Antio. And CM Cinder says, I'm going to guess 13 again. Okay, we're going to guess 13 again. So everyone has your guesses in. If anyone else wants to jump in the chat and give a guess, that's fine too. Looks like we're good then. Looks like we're all set to go. All right. So let's go back to camera 3. And it's going to be bottle 20. Did I say? Oh, bottle 20. Okay, we're not doing that yet. We're going to draw. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm so excited about this. All right. Let me fix the official Drink with Rick cork picker. And we're going to shake it up real good. We're going to shake this one up really good. Okay. So shook it up really good. I'm not looking. I'm going to just jump in and grab one. And well, yeah, that actually it is. Let me see if I've got something on it. Nobody got this one. It's number 5. Yep, it's number 5. So we got number 5 on this. So no one got a point on that one. And what we did, though, is we got number 5 here on the camera, I think. Didn't I see it on the camera? Yes, it is on the camera. It's down the lower, on this lower end, lower left. So that's number 5. So before I open number 5, everyone guess if it's going to be a red, a rosé, or a white wine. Red, rosé, or white. And Ed already has his guess in there. Ed is guessing rosé. So Ed's guess is a rosé. And CM Cinder, Tom Antio, what do you say? Tom Antio says white. Tom Antio says it's a white wine. CM Cinder says white. Okay, and then it says red. No, rosé. Excuse me. He said rosé. And anyone else in the chats there that want to jump in? Okay. So let's go ahead and give that a try. I'm going to open up, go to camera 3, open up number 5. If I can reach it. There we go. There's number 5. And I'll grab that out of there. It's kind of hard to reach there. There we go. All right, and it is. Oh my, you're not going to believe this. How did that happen? How did that happen? This is a Kiwi Cuvée Malbec. It's a Malbec, which means that it's another red wine. This is another. Here, I'll put it up here so you can see it here. It's another red wine. Another red. I kind of wanted to try a white or rosé this time, but it's another red. So, so there you go. Yeah, I know. That's how did that happen? Maybe we'll do a bonus round. We'll see. All right. So there's the red. Let's open it up and try it in here. I've got enough glasses for a bonus round if we have to. Okay. Now let's pour a little bit of this. It is a red. And those of you who've watched the stream for a long time know that I kind of like Malbec. So it's, you know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll give this a little bit of a swirl. Let's get a little swirl here. Nice and easy. Right here. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm going to set this aside for a minute. Let's find out a little bit about this wine. This is a Kiwi Cuvée. Let me look this up. Kiwi Cuvée. Not a whole lot on these bottles here. Rose Malbec. Okay, let's see what we've got on this. Actually, it does say something on the back. It says government warning. So Kiwi Cuvée Malbec. And Vivino has this listed here. And let's see what they say about this. 3.3 star rating, so kind of a medium, kind of a meh rating. And they don't say too much more about it, it looks like. It's Malbec. It's from France. These are all French wines, apparently. Vin de France. And apparently, what year is this? 2021? It's 2021. It says this vintage rates better than any other year for this wine. 3.4 star rating. Well, let me look that one up. Apparently, this is supposed to be the best year for this particular wine. So, and apparently it's also available from Total Wine, so you can pick this up from Total Wine if you want. It is, yeah, that's because in the advent calendar, so it's that's where I got the advent calendar, was from Total Wine. So, interesting. Yeah, that's some interesting ratings on this wine. But let's find out if I like the wine. Let's see. Give it a whiff. Okay. Well, it smells a little bit oaky and some strawberry. Let's give it a taste. Strawberry. Well, this is interesting. Strawberry and vanilla. Little oak. Definitely, it's not the leather that I was tasting in the last one, but this is something else here. What is this? Wow. Strawberry, oak. Oh, vanilla. Not oak. A little bit of oak, not much, but vanilla, and it tastes kind of like margarine-y. Margarine? I don't know. Did I give everybody a chance to decide whether they like it or not? I'm going to reserve that for later. It says it changed to Loke since it's Malbec. So originally said meh. It says I'm going to change to Loke. I'm not sure what Loke means, but I'm assuming it means like. What does Tom Antio says? Tom Antio says, gonna like this one. CM Center says, I will guess like for this one too. It's, and I haven't said yet if I like it or not. Let me try it again. Tastes a little bit like butter. Interesting. Like a margarine or butter or something. Interesting. Why? I don't think I've ever had it taste quite like strawberry. And a little bit of maybe a hint of cherry in it. I have to have some more. I'm not sure about this one. I have to have some more of this. It's yeah. If I have to have more, that means it might be gravitating towards like. I'm not sure. It's not a lot of tannin in it. Kind of mild on the tannins, or kind of medium mild on the tannins. I'm not getting a whole lot of tannin on it, and it is fairly dry with a twinge of sweetness, just a twinge of sweetness, but mostly dry. And it's kind kind of a medium bodied, medium to full bodied wine. It's not bold. It's kind of a medium. It's just a medium wine. This is actually fairly easily drinkable. This is something I could easily drink. Fairly smooth actually. You know what? I kind of like it. I do. I kind of like this wine. I have to say that I do. I do like the wine. So.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'll give it a like. I'll give it a like for everybody, and everybody said like, and yeah, Ed changed his thing, but that's good. He's fine. He says like. Yes, it's a like. So, and then everybody said I was going to like the wine this time, right? Seam Center says like, and Tom Antio says like. So we got 2 points for each. And okay, so here's the score so far. The score so far is 4 for Ed, 2 for Tom Antio, and 2 for CM Cinder. So. Okay, so it's getting close, but does anyone want to try a bonus round? We could try one more bonus round, give everybody a chance, a last chance for points. Anybody want to try that? One bonus round. Everybody good with that? We'll do one bonus round and see what happens. Who knows? It could be a red or rosé this time around. Yeah, good for bonus round. Let's do one bonus round, and we'll call it. We'll call the winner. All right, here we go. We got a little bit of time, so not quite an hour yet. All right, so let's do a bonus round, and on this bonus round, you know how this works. Pick a number from 1 to, let's see, what was it? What did we pick here? From 1 to 23, or no, from 1 to 21, or number 23, and not 5. 1 to 21, not 23. Oh, no, you can choose 23, but not 5. There you go. Does that make sense? So that's the bonus round, and we'll see. And if your number matches, Ed says bottle 17. So Ed's going with 17. Tom Antio and CM Cinder, what do you have? Tom Antio says 10. CM Cinder says 13. So let's give it a go with the official Drink with Rick cork picker. Let me bring this out. I'm going to put this back on. And let's give it a good shake. I'm really killing the mic here, aren't I? Just crushing the audio here. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to look, by the way. I'm not going to look. Not a lot of chances to win. Let's see. And nobody got this one either, did they? It's number 4. It's number 4. It's number 4. I don't think anybody got number 4, do they? So nobody got number 4. Tom Antio had 10. CM Cinder said 13, and Ed said 17, and it was number 4. So, having said that, now you got the next chance here is to guess. So that's number 4. Number 4 is up here on camera 3. Is it somewhere up here in the middle? It's at the top. It's at the top, the far one at the top. I don't think anybody can see that, but it's way up at the top. You move that down here. It's above number 6. If I push it too far, it's going to go off the desk, so I don't want to do that. All right, so we're going to take a guess here. Number 4. All right, so I'm going to pull the wine out, and you're going to guess whether it's going to be a red, rosé, or a white. So everybody get your guesses in. Red, rosé, or white. Red, rosé, or white. Ed says red. CM Cinder says, or Tom Antio says rosé. CM Cinder says maybe this one will be a white this time. This is true. We've pulled out several reds, 3 reds in a row. That's kind of unusual. We've played this game how many? About like 3 or 4 times already in the last few years, and we've never. I don't think we've ever had 3 reds in a row. In fact, I think we had almost. We had like 2 whites in a row. I think one time, but never 3 reds in a row. So let's go ahead back to camera 3. And let's pull number 4. So I'm going to reach over there and get it. It's just off camera. Let's just ripping everything off. All right, so let's pull it out. And this is going to be, whoa! One more ding. It's a white wine. This is a white wine. So who guessed white? All right, so Ed guessed red. Tom Antio said rosé, and Seam Cinder says white. So Seam Cinder gets a point for that. I'm keeping score here, by the way. Okay, Seam Cinder gets a point for that, for a white wine. There we go. Now this time I'm going to use, you know what? Let me go to the back, because I've got one back here. There we go. Put one more of these. This is also a glass from Lover's Paradise. Where is it? Right here. Intercourse, Pennsylvania. If you can see that. So we're going to put it in here. The white wine. How about that? All right. So well, we did. The bonus round, we got this one to come off. There we go. All right. Let's pour a little bit of the white wine in here. Nice color. All right, so we're going to set that aside, and we're going to give this a good swirl. So Tom Antio is getting his already. Let's go. Let's give it a swirl here. Over here. There we go. All right, give it a nice big swirl, and let's find out a little bit about this wine. And everybody get your guesses in here, whether it's going to be good, or a bad wine. So let's, you got your guesses here. Everybody get your guesses in the chats. And while you're doing that, I'm going to look this one up. And this is called Undivided. That's what this is. It's called Undivided. There we go. Undivided Chardonnay. This is a Chardonnay Vin de France. This is a Vin de France. And so this is another French wine. These are all French wines. How about that? So this is let me pull it up on, there we go, it's easier to see it there. Undivided. Undivided. Chardonnay. And what year is this? Vintage 2022. Vintage 2022. So it's a 2022 vintage wine. So let me find out what we've got here. I'll look it up on the thing now since it's already pulled up here. Undivided. Look up Undivided Chardonnay 2022. Is that what it said it was? 2022. Okay. Let's look that up and see if it's listed. It's called the Brave Heart Undecided. That's what makes it. The Brave Heart white wine. Okay. It is a French wine once again, and let's see what they say about this. 3.5 star rating, 65 ratings, $14.85 medium. I think I've seen this wine in Total Wine before. I'm pretty sure I've seen it in Total Wine, but this is going to be an interesting wine because, unlike the reds, which are usually red and black fruits, things like that, these are usually a little more citrusy, or a little more, with the, melon tasting wines. And the Chardonnay, this could be a buttery Chardonnay. Some of these, I do like some Chardonnays. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like some Chardonnays, and the ones, but particular ones that are a little more of the buttery kind. So I like those. But let's see if I like this one. So everyone get their guesses in. I'm going to taste the wine, and you decide whether it's going to be good, or a bad tasting. So that's what we're going to do right now. And let's check the chats. And Ed says, I'm going to like it. Ed says, I'm going to like it. Tom Antio says, it's meh. And Seam Cinder says, I guess undecided or meh. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Very good. Simpson, that was very clever. Undivided, undecided. Okay. I got that. Undivided, undecided. Okay, so meh. So Seam Center says meh. Tom Manager says meh, and Ed says I'm going to like it. Well, we shall see, because I'm going to try it right now. And let me give it a whiff. Oh wow, yeah, this is kind of citrusy. Very citrusy. Let's give it a taste. Wow. This is actually, wow, this is, there's a lot going on here, but now, this is a dry white wine. Chardonnays can be white, or, excuse me, white. Of course they're white. Chardonnays can be a dry, or they can be kind of semi-sweet sometimes, usually on the drier side. This is a dry wine, very dry. And it's kind of a medium, it's a light-bodied wine, but it's kind of a medium, kind of a medium taste, and it kind of sits in your mouth, kind of a medium there. But it's a little bit, I would say it's light looking, but because of the color, but it's kind of more of a medium in the mouth. But what I'm getting, I just want to make sure, because the first taste I was getting a lot of different things here. I want to make sure on the second taste that I was getting the same things. There is a little bit of green apple in here, fairly citrusy, but there is, it's like some lemon going on here, lemon and green apple, and something else that I can't quite pick out yet. But it is buttery. It is buttery. Yeah, this is a nice, smooth, buttery wine. Very smooth. I like it. I have to say that I do like this wine. And yeah, there are some whites that I do like. I gravitate towards reds, but there are some whites that I have been known to rather like. This one, this is a good wine that would probably go good with a fish and chips. Because it has this buttery taste to it. I think it goes. See, I kind of like the oily fish stuff, like fish and chips, and much to the chagrin of my lovely wife, I do like those kind of oily fish and chips kind of things, the fried ones. And this is one that would just, I'm thinking that it would work pretty nicely with it. It'd go good with a salad too, but it's not that crisp. You want a kind of a crisp white wine to go with a crisp salad. This isn't really. This is more like a, I don't know, a fish and chips kind of wine. Very buttery. Wow, very smooth. A little hint of melon, mostly some green apple and some lemon. But this is a very buttery tasting wine, much more so than some of the other Chardonnays I've had recently. One or two that come to mind that we had on the show in the past. I like this white. I have to say that I do like this white. So I would say, yeah, this is a winner here. This is definitely a winner. Okay, so who had like on here? Let me go back and find out, because I kind of forgot here what Ed says I was going to like it. Ed says I'm going to like it. So Ed, you cleared the board there with 5 points. And is Tom Antio? What do you have here? Tom Antio says meh. CM Center says, I guess, undecided or meh. Definitely not undecided on this undivided. I'm not undivided or undecided on this wine. I really like it, and it's actually pretty good. I like the wine. So it looks like, I'll have to say that it looks like that Ed is the winner on this one. I think he did a great job on this.
Oh, there you go. Oh, wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, I think Ed, you win on this. Ed is the winner. Congratulations on Ed. He won first place on this. CM Cinder says, I guess you would be undivided then. No divided decisions to make. No, I'm not. I am not undivided. Yeah, this is definitely decided on this. I like this wine. This is good. I only wish it were a bigger bottle. These are little tiny bottles. This is of all the wines we tried here tonight. I think I kind of like this one the best, actually. And that's saying something for a white wine. I'm not someone who normally says I love the wine more than some of the reds, but there's one of the reds that was pretty good. The other one I didn't really care for too much. But this one I really, really liked. So, Ed, you are the winner of the game. And what did you win? Tell him what he won. Ed, I don't know if you have one of these yet, but I have an emergency alert weather radio to give you here, and the emergency, and you're in Florida too, by the way, so this can come in handy. Emergency alert weather. Do you have one of these yet? I don't know if you have one of these yet. I don't, because you've won some prizes in the past. I gave a couple of these away in the past, but I don't think you have one. But this is a Midland emergency alert weather radio, AM/FM weather radio. And this came, I purchased this one from buy2wayradios.com. It features NOAA. It's a NOAA weather alert radio with an LED flashlight with high-low power and SOS strobe. It has an AM/FM radio with clock and a headphone jack. And this is a really cool little radio. Something you can keep in your pocket. You keep it in your car. This is a great for emergencies in your car. You can just keep it in your glove box or something like that. So Ed, I'll go ahead and send you this one. You win this one. The number one, you get this one. I'm going to give prizes away to Tom Antio and CM Cinder too. Tom Antio, I think you could use a $15 gift card to I'm not going to do that to you. Actually, maybe I will. I think you could use a Taco Bell card, couldn't you? $15 Taco Bell card. And CM Center, I think you could use one for Five Guys. How about that? You like Five Guys. I know you do. So $15 gift card for Five Guys. So everybody's a winner here. Everybody's a winner here tonight. And I am certainly a winner because I really like this wine. This is good. I'm actually kind of shocked. I am. I'm kind of shocked that I like this one so much. This is really good wine. So anyway, so I think that'll do it for our wine advent calendar drinking game tonight. I want to thank everybody who joined me tonight. I want to remind everyone that tomorrow night is, of course, the 31st of December. That means it's going to be January 1st, 2024, and I'm going to do a 1 hour special stream to bring in the new year. It's a New Year's wine stream. Maybe we'll do a round of this. I don't know. We'll see. If we get a whole bunch of people in there, well, maybe we'll do a round or two of this again. I have a few other prizes I can give away. But in any case, we're just going to ring in the new year. We're going to start this one at 11 p.m. Now, normally we do it at 10 p.m., but we're going to run this one at 11 p.m. so we can do so we can ring in the new year. We're not going to keep it too long. I can't. I've got too many things going on here this weekend, but we're going to do a 1 hour show then. But in the meantime, I want to thank everybody for joining me, and I want to thank my good friend Ed, and I want to thank CM Center and Tom Antio for joining me here, and everybody who was watching me here on Twitch tonight. It didn't jump in, but we have folks watching on Twitch, and we have folks watching pretty much everywhere where we were tonight that I can tell. I'm not sure about Kick. We have and the Kick is kind of new for us, so for this, so not. I'm not really sure how that works over there yet, but for those watching on Kick Now and Later, thank you for joining me here tonight. I do appreciate each and every one of you. All right, there's one more celebrity I want to bring out, and you know who it is. It's none other than Roadkill Bill. Yes, let's get a close-up shot of Bill here. How about there's your close-up, Mr. Roadkill Bill. Okay. And Roadkill Bill has a very special message for all of us. And his message is, please do not drink and drive. Drink in the comfort of your home, your apartment, your hotel room, your dwelling, wherever it is. Don't drink and drive. If you have to go somewhere, call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a cab, call a friend who has not been drinking, who's got a valid driver's license, and who can drive you home. Someone you can trust. But otherwise, just stay put. Just stay where you are for the time being. It's not worth it. You don't want to put yourself at risk or others at risk, and especially during the holiday season, we have so many. There's so many people out there doing drunk driving and things like that. That's just very, very dangerous. And the fewer there are out on the road, the better, really, for all of us. So please do not drink and drive. Don't text and drive either, because that's also very, very dangerous. Okay? Because I want you to have a great holiday weekend and a great January 1st, 2024, a great new year. But most of all, I want you to have a safe one. So you can join me here next time on the Saturday Night Winestream, and in this case, tomorrow night, for the January 1st Ring in the New Year for 2024 episode. And we can all get together and drink with Rick. Good night.